Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming I can't see, but I think the lighting is good. In my last video I chose my next TBR, so the books that I'm wanting to read next. I broke up all the books that I want to read, so in my big old reading list, into 9 categories, and I chose one book from each genre category to have as my next TBR, and Cleopatra and Frankenstein was my Lit Fic option, and I am approximately 60% of the way through. I'm on page 235 and I believe it's like 380 pages long, so I must be more through it than that now. I have about 150 pages left of this book. My thoughts so far is that it is an absolutely stunning book. I really am enjoying the writing style. Essentially, it's about a woman called Cleo, and she lives in New York, but she's British. And one night she meets this guy, Frank, who's like 20 years older than her. And this book is essentially the story of their relationship and how it they quickly get married, kind of about their like tumultuous relationship and how it affects. Like very much the most third-person book I've ever read in terms of jumps between the characters. There's not really like one POV. Here's the world that you're being presented with, and here's every single character's experience of this world. And even though Cleo and Frank are like the main characters, each character, like the peripheral characters, their own voice. So it's really, really interesting, and I would say the best way I could describe this book is reality on steroids. It's very realistic in it shows the like her and the messiness of relationships and friendships and being young and maybe falling in love with an older man. I don't know, it kind of shows all the like messy parts. But the way that very hyperbolic things are embedded into the book as if they are realistic create this sort of like heightened sense of reality. So it feels like you're kind of watching like a parody of real life. I don't know if that makes any sense. Some of the random stuff that happens and like the random descriptions, and like the descriptions are so vivid and so visceral, and the writing is insane. Like it's true creative writing, I would say, and it's a true like narrative, a true story, a true like character development. It's very much a mix of character and plot, I guess. Not much plot, it's kind of more for the vibes. But so far I'm really, really enjoying it, and I want to finish it today, so I'm going to film that and then I will let you know my final thoughts, and we can give it a little ratey rate and see what we're thinking. Hello guys, quick update from me. I am currently on page 251, which is 65% through the book, and I'm still really enjoying it. It's crazy how I'm this far in and yet they're still introducing different perspectives, so different POVs of some of the peripheral characters. I'm actually not even thinking they're peripheral anymore. I actually think each character has its own weight in the book, and even though it's titled by Cleo and Frank, I do think that it's very much about the maze of them all together and how they're all intertwined and how each influences the other and each impacts the other. So yeah, I think in terms of plot and character, I think that the plot is very much just life unfolding and life things happening. Obviously, like, there's key moments, but it's not particularly plot driven. I'd say it's very much character driven and very much wanting to know how they're going to end up and what their like kind of end point is going to be personally for each of them, which I think is a really good sign of some fantastic writing, because I feel connected to, I would say, every character that we've been introduced to so far. So I'm still really enjoying it, and I'd love to know how this ends because I actually have no idea at the moment. So yes, I will keep you updated, but that is all for now. Good morning guys, I just woke up. It is Sunday and it's giving Sunday vibes today. It's like 10 a.m. Oh, such a beautiful lighting. Just wanted to check in because I finished Cleopatra and Frankenstein last night. I absolutely loved this book. I gave it 5 stars. It is a 5-star read. Honestly, when I finished the book, I was just kind of sat there for a moment in silence and didn't really know what to do with myself for a second. I turned to Ryan and I was like, I feel so wistful after reading that book. I just felt very like deep in thought, and a very raw depiction of life. It deals with a lot of hard topics. It doesn't hide away from any of like the realities of, just like the hard parts of life. Like I said before, it is kind of like a hyperbolic, it's like a heightened sense of reality. It feels like a kind of avant-garde, blown-up version of reality, like one of those pop art paintings almost. The descriptions are absolutely stunning. Like, it's very beautifully written, it's very lyrical, it's kind of poetic. I was honestly stunned into silence after finishing this book, so I obviously highly recommend giving it a go. This was my Lit Fic pick for my TBR this month, so I'm really happy that we've managed to take that one off and that we have a 5-star read out of this. So I'm really happy. I really honestly loved it, and I'm gonna kind of cherish this book. I think some of the quotes really sort of hit deep. Last night I began In Ascension by Martin McInnes. That's my sci-fi read for the month, and so far I'm like 20 pages in. It's very like fast-paced writing. The writing is quite big, so we'll see. With quite hard topics and themes, so I don't know, it could be kind of traumatic, but I will keep you guys updated. So yeah, I hope you guys have a lovely Sunday too.